Taste the rainbow. It's harmless phosphorescence. Brought to you by Skittles. Hello, everyone. This is one of your hosts, Rose Smiley, and I play the part of a man, but I do not play it well. Who's joining me this week?
That was one of mine. I'm Josh Cece, and I am accepting bird letters right now.
What is this Gatorade? Is it a weapon? I'm Brian Lesh.
And I'm a lost boy who likes to pretend, make believe that I'm an Alaric Weber.
Aww. You can be if you try hard enough.
You could also be a doctor or an astronaut. You don't have to stop at an owl.
What about a scientist lawyer?
A scientist lawyer who wears all white in an all-white world.
Yeah.
This is
all solid suggestions.
This is Harmless Phosphorescence. It's a podcast where we watch every theatrically released live-action superhero movie ever made. We gather some
so defeated.
into the production and source material. We tell you all about it. This show is brought to you by patrons Michael Beckwith, Atticus Burkett. Those are our executive producers. You can be a patron too. Go to patreon.com/harmlessentertainment. We got a lot of bonus content there. We just did A League of Their Own. That's up there now if you want to hear us talk about a good movie. We'll be doing Basic Instinct this month. Is that good? I don't know. I haven't watched it since like 1995. I'm assuming it's probably not great. Newman got to see some stuff, so good for him.
Newman's been around.
Yes, he gets it, weirdly. This week, though, on Harmless Phosphorescence, we are watching Shazam, Fury of the Gods. No, Fury of the Gods.
I'm an idiot.
It's showtime!
I don't deserve these powers, if I'm being honest. Like, what am I even contributing? Ow! There's already a superhero with a red suit with a lightning bolt on it. Aquaman is literally huge and he's so manly. And Batman is so cool. And I'm just me. I feel like a fraud. It doesn't matter. Anyway, the wizard gave me superpowers. Well, then everybody got superpowers. Where's everyone going?
To fight crime?
Okay.
Now everyone's kind of like doing their own thing, and I'm the only one trying to keep it together.
You understand I'm a pediatrician, right?
Come on! Now let's get down to business.
Listen to me, Billy. The fate of your world depends on it.
What is this?
The daughters of Atlas are coming for you.
Children stole the power of all the gods.
Shazam!
This is very personal, Billy.
Look, I might not have as much experience as you, because I'm not super old like you. But I've seen all of the Fast and the Furious movies, lady. It's all about family! Family! Guys, that was a signal!
Introducing the star of our show! His name is Shazam! Now let's get down to business.
Your world will not survive this.
I don't know how we fight powers like this.
You think I know how to fix this, dude, but I really don't.
Billy, everyone can be worthy. Let's give it a chance. Now go fight for your family. Go fight for the world.
Hurry, step right up! You wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the world right now.
I just threw a truck at a dragon. I love my life.
Let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Can I get a witness?
Shazam, Fury of the Gods. It was released March 17th, 2023.
Why was an Eminem song used for a movie for children? I don't get it. He's like 50. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't get it. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah.
Well, whatever production company that puts trailers together. I mean, there's a few. I don't think it was in the movie.
No,
thank God.
No, definitely not. So released March 17th, 2023, St. Patty's Day. The running time of 130 minutes, cost $125 million to make, and it brought in worldwide $133 million. Whew. It was not successful.
Could have lost more
monetarily.
money, I guess.
Yeah, always can do
And
worse.
somehow more successful than the Flash movie.
Oh, yeah. The Flash lost more money than any movie ever made.
That was a conscious decision, the Flash thing.
Yeah.
And I think most everybody decided, fuck that kid.
Yeah. No,
fuck DC for not acknowledging it.
Yeah, fuck all of that. I mean, I think that combined with people being like, well, we don't care about the DCEU anymore. It's not going anywhere. It's done. It's being rebooted. So
it's a shame. I've said it a few times because the Michael Keaton stuff was awesome. I thought actually a lot of elements I liked. If you cut out the first scene with the hospital, just take that out. It's not a bad DC movie, but anyway.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
But they keep making the same movies. This is another DC rubber stamped. It's almost like where Marvel's starting to feel.
Oh yeah, I mean, I feel like there's a real Marvel basic movie that gets made a lot. There's some that are great, but there's your Marvel basic, and this is a DC basic. Like honestly, Blue Beetle looks like it's the same fucking movie as this.
Yeah.
Or the first one of this, whatever.
So Wikipedia tells me that this movie premiered on a weekend where other films experienced dull box office numbers.
I mean, this year in general, until Barbenheimer was considered like a real dud box office wise.
The last 3 years, we've kind of stopped going to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is the first year where there's no COVID effect on the film industry.
I'm not even talking COVID. Talking streaming.
Yeah, that did a lot.
People aren't going to the movies as much.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was trying to give you a good lead into the introduction.
Oh, thanks.
The box office top 10 game.
That's right. Thanks, Al. Lord knows it would be a shame if I repeated something that you said. So this is the game where I will describe the top 10 movies of the week, and the guys are going to try to guess them. So here we go. The number 10 movie of the week of March 17th, 2023. When our hero discovers that his passion for adventure has taken its toll, he launches an epic journey to find the mythical Last Wish. This was in last week. This is only 3 weeks after Quantum Mania, so most of these movies we think we've probably seen on the 10. Actually, strangely not. No.
The Last Wish. Is this like an Aladdin of some sort? I don't know.
This is a children's film. It's a sequel. It's considered better than the original. It's animated, and it stars Antonio Banderas.
Puss in Boots. We did talk about this one too.
Yeah, we did.
We talked about it already. Skip it. We cannot talk about it again.
So at number 9, the rest actually.
Are you Shrek kidding me, Brian?
Okay, at number 9 is Avatar: The Way of Water.
Let me think. Is it Avatar: The Way of Water?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna, because we've done that. The rest we have not previously talked about. So at number 8, a former minor league basketball coach is ordered by the court to manage a team of players with intellectual disabilities. He's my butler.
Woody Harrelson, Champs?
Close. Champions.
Oh, Champions.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I've seen the thumbnail. Well, because Amazon Prime's like, this stuff came out this year, and I'm like, okay.
Directed by Bobby Farrelly, huh? Is he? He's the non crackpot right wing one, right? Which one's one of the Farrellys is the crackpot right wing one, right?
I think this is the not.
Oh no,
one.
wait, am I thinking of a Zucker?
Maybe the Zucker brothers.
I think one of the Zuckers is a crackpot right wing.
Similar pool of material, though. Similar kind of comedies.
Yeah.
But the Farrelly brothers always in their movies had differently abled people.
Yeah.
So it's not shtickish. Like they always had. Yeah. Anyways, if you look back,
not always handled with the most sensitivity, but still.
Oh, of course not. Yeah, they made yuck movies. But it's representation back in the day.
It was, yeah. I mean, for the 90s, it was as good as it was going to get.
Well, that was very much still where show business, like, you can't have normal people on television.
Yeah.
It upsets everyone's sensibilities.
The 90s just makes me think of Apu with the representation thing, where, like, this is clearly bad, but you also have, like, a whole generation of immigrants who are like, this is the only person we had on TV. Thank you, Hank Azaria. I'm like, well, that's so
I never
complicated.
understood. Yeah, I have no idea why it's vilifying to show the immigrant experience. Like they come here and they buy businesses and they contribute to society in ways that natural born. I don't know. I'm not going to get into it.
Yeah,
Apu is a very strong character.
They paint him with broad strokes, but that other 10% of the time, he is fucking deep.
Who's not painted with broad
exactly
on that cartoon?
Yeah. But that 10% makes up for all of it, I think. So, but yeah, like these guys, it's probably similar. Hit and miss.
Yeah, very much so.
Everything's hit and miss.
I saw There's Something About Mary opening night, and it was one of the best theater experiences I have ever had.
I still love that movie.
Incredible, sitting in the theater with an audience that did not know what was coming next.
Yeah, it was something.
I remember seeing that in the movie theater. I think I was a little young for it, but I'm not
yeah, maybe. Okay,
I was like 13, so not that young.
At number 7 this week, the true story of a national spiritual awakening in the early 1970s and its origins within a community of teenage hippies in Southern California. This is definitely a Christian movie. One of them. It's I guess about like the whole,
Is it Jesus Revolution?
It is, yeah.
Again, a thumbnail that keeps popping up. I don't know anything about it. I know Kelsey Grammer's in it. He's trying to bring some drama, and it's just hilarious. I can't watch the dude in a series.
Oh, no.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah.
He's a Southern preacher or some shit. Or Southern California preacher.
Huh. I might actually, it might be interesting to see him do.
What was that movie we watched with him in? Or wait, maybe we didn't.
No,
maybe I watched that with
I don't
Jude.
think so. I don't think we've done Brady's there.
No.
Just X-Men. That's the only thing we've seen him in.
He was, yes, he's Hank McCoy. Damn it.
One
of the greatest casting decisions ever.
Okay, no.
Yeah, he did crush that.
That was a movie I watched with Jude where he played like a drug kingpin, and it was incredible.
He's all, I'll fuck you up like tossed salad, scrambled eggs.
Who the hell eats salad and eggs? Salad and eggs.
I eat salad and eggs.
What?
Yeah, they go good together. Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Like scrambled eggs? Like I know a hard-boiled egg in a salad can be good.
I don't eat salad with my eggs, but I eat the mixings of salad with my eggs because I eat like a fried egg and some rice and some sausage with chopped salad in it, so I get some more green in my diet. It tastes really good. It's good. It's like having hard-boiled egg in your salad.
Jazz song.
It is, and I sing it in the voice of Fraser Crane every morning.
Although whenever he's on 30 Rock, it's hilarious. He's like a small-time grifter.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Oh my God! Really?
The Best Friends gang. Oh yeah. Oh, so much.
That needs to go on my list. I started watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine recently, and I was like, "There's something else I should be watching instead of this."
I love 30 Rock, but yeah. They run it like scam on Carvel ice cream. He's in a few episodes. All right.
All right. At number 6 this week, an oddball group of cops, criminals, tourists, and teens converge on a Georgia forest where a huge black bear goes on a murderous rampage.
Fucking Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear.
Have you guys seen this yet? I haven't seen this.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, it's a quick, easy. It's funny. A bear takes cocaine.
I mean, you get
who directed
what
it?
as
will
advertised.
happen?
It was Elizabeth.
Elizabeth Banks.
Banks, yeah.
directed
Yeah.
it. Yeah, and I hate bear propaganda. I think it's come up many times. But,
It has, yes.
with Cocaine Bear, yeah.
I mean, it's
It's a true story, but I mean, nothing in the movie is a true story. But the basic, that did happen.
yeah.
Yeah. They found the bear.
Yeah, he basically
He was
it
trading
passed out.
stocks
He was in a bathroom stall.
at Studio 54.
Yeah. Bear, I chipped in. Oh, I'm sorry, I dropped it in the toilet. No, you did not. Fucking bear.
Okay. At number
Cocaine Bear of Wall Street. Sorry.
At number 5 this week, a superhero family gets into some trouble.
What kind of family?
A superhero family gets into some trouble.
Shazam, Fury of the
Like
Gods.
Shazam, yeah.
Nope.
No?
Quantumania.
Oh,
damn it.
right.
Just
We
to
should
show.
have zagged. Yeah.
Rubber stamp.
At number 4, this movie. I forgot about this movie. An astronaut crash lands on a mysterious planet only to discover he's not alone.
I tried to watch this. 65, right?
Yeah, 65.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen this. This is Adam Driver and the dinosaurs, right?
Yeah, I was like, ooh,
It's
dinos.
Earth.
I'll watch it. It's not
Yeah.
his daughter. I thought it
Adam
was.
Driver fights dinosaurs. Pretty simple movie.
Yeah, I thought it'd be fun.
I'm curious about it. Yeah, a podcast I listened to just was like, nope, not great.
It was just boring.
Yeah, that's
I
what they
kept
said.
waiting.
Yeah, it's not what you want.
That's too
from this
bad.
movie.
No, from a movie where it's like
It is too bad.
Adam Driver, from a movie whose only premise is Adam Driver fights dinosaurs, you don't want it to be boring.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'd be like
somehow.
a Die Hard movie with him just like driving around having a conversation, you know?
And a lot of the
I-
things he fights are like FX House created type creatures, which, of course there would be creatures we're not aware of. Not everything is
Sure.
fossilized, but just show me a T-Rex. Fight a T-Rex. It doesn't need to be this creature that you've made through a computer.
I preferred it when Adam
What if it
Driver.
had 3 tails? What if it had this?
I liked Adam Driver fights Scarlett Johansson better. Or even Adam Driver fights Greta Gerwig. That one was pretty good.
That was right.
Jesus.
At number 3, a boxer thriving in both his career and family life, but a childhood friend and former boxing prodigy resurfaces. The face-off is more than just a fight.
Creed 3.
Creed 3, the Creedening.
I haven't
God
seen
damn.
2 or 3.
The standees
one
for
I
this
loved.
thing. The what's his face?
Kang.
Michael
Kang.
B. Jordan.
Yeah, not
Oh,
Michael B.
him.
Jordan.
Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan Majors standee. It's like 3 times his size. And I just remember like standing underneath it being like, oh yeah, he'll make a great Kang. Holy shit, man. Going into Ant-Man. Yeah.
At number 2 this week, the survivors of a series of killings leave their hometown and start a fresh chapter at the big city.
Oh, Scream?
Scream.
Isn't it just Scream?
Nope. Scream. Oh, I guess it is. I mean, Scream 6.
Yeah.
They have a
Yeah,
little
but-
VI at the end of the.
Oh, I
Oh.
see. I thought it was just marketed as Scream. I thought they were sort of
So did I. Yeah.
It. I mean,
bringing it.
it is, but they like make the M look like VI with red. You know?
That's
Yeah,
clever,
totally.
I guess. Yeah. So it's like fan four stick.
Yeah, kind of.
Right.
Scree 6.
And opening at number 1, a family of superheroes have some troubles.
Fast 10.
I mean, it might as well be. No, it might not as well be. I mean,
that is a family of superheroes, though.
Jason Momoa is loosely affiliated with both, so.
Yeah.
It's true. It's the same formula. I mean, it's a formula. This is a
Vin
formula.
Diesel
that's
is
a formula.
a superhero. He's Groot.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, Groot and Aquaman together.
Finally.
Yeah.
And Black Adam.
Yeah.
And Black Adam, yeah.
Idris Elba is in those movies, too.
Oh, yeah.
John Cena's in those movies.
Oh, yeah, isn't
now.
Wonder Woman in those, or did she
Wonder
stop
Woman's in those movies?
Yeah.
I think she's a bad guy that's a good... I don't know. We should
In
watch
what
those
movies?
Fast and
Fast.
Furious.
Oh, the Fast. Oh, yeah.
So that is it for the box office top 10, which brings us to the character and comic book background. Al, tell us what we need to know that we haven't said before about Shazam.
So the so-called Daughters of Atlas did not appear in comics, at least according to my cursory research. They could have, who knows? They could have showed up somewhere, but they are derived from Greek mythology. The name Hespera led me to the Hesperides. Sorry, Hesperides. The Hesperides. They were nymphs of the evening and the golden light of sunsets.
Nymphs of the evening.
Yes. Some accounts repute the Hesperides to be the daughters of Atlas by Hesperus, who herself was the daughter of Hesperus, the evening star, aka the planet Venus in the evening. Alternatively, they were the daughters of Nyx and Erebus, night and darkness. So there are conflicting reports as to the lineage of the Hesperides. The different ancient authors wrote of differently named and numbers of the Hesperides, though they were typically numbered 3, 4, or 7. Several of these groups included a nymph named Hespera, of some etymological version of such. There was one group of 7 that included Calypso and Anthea, but not Hespera. The Hesperides were the keepers of Hera's grove of golden apples, from which the apple given to Paris that ended up starting the Trojan War was taken. Heracles was tasked to steal golden apples from the garden of the Hesperides for his 11th labor.
Oh, that's cool. So this is a labor of Hercules, basically. Stealing the apple.
Yeah.
That's where the apple thing comes from. Interesting.
Fun fact, in later years, it was thought that the so-called golden apples were actually oranges, which were largely unknown to Europe and the Mediterranean until the Middle Ages. And this is why the Greek botanical name for the citrus species is Hesperidoideae. Hesperidoideae. Yeah,
they couldn't tell them apart from apples.
Regular apples?
I don't know.
Yeah, they
Golden
classified
apples.
them with them. That's interesting.
Although oranges originated in the area around China, India, and Myanmar. The name Calypso, Greek for she who conceals, is probably more recognized from Homer's Odyssey, wherein she was a nymph who detained Odysseus on her island for 7 years, promising him immortality. Calypso was also named a daughter of Atlas. Then
She's also a badass cat.
And
Then,
music.
And I love
a great style of music. And then Anthea was more widely known to the ancient Greeks as one of the Carites or Graces. Anthea was the goddess of vegetation, swamps, and flowery wreaths. She was the daughter of Zeus and Eurynomé.
No, Al, your enemy.
This whole damn court is your enemy.
Finally, Ladon, the dragon, was the immortal, never-sleeping, 100-headed dragon that protected the Garden of the Hesperides.
Then there was also a bevy of mythological beasts, which I thought was cool.
And Cyclops.
Yeah.
The Manticore.
The Manticore, yeah.
Manticore.
Yeah.
What's the water nymph thing? Oh, the sirens, yeah.
Or even mermaids who were very vicious and ugly.
Of course, the unicorn.
Yeah.
And that's all the Greeks wrote.
All right.
That's really cool, Al. That's actually like connected to Greek mythology in a strong
Somewhat.
way than it seemed.
Yeah.
But it is an example, and I know it fits with his gods and all that shit, but like another example of DC just creating something from whole cloth instead of going into their own catalog and making something work.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is weird to.
They do it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marvel doesn't do that nearly as much.
No.
Like
They'll
the
take an
Ghost
obscure
is a
character and then they'll just manipulate. Who? Ghost?
Ghost,
From
I
Ant-Man?
think. Like
Yeah.
that was like a relatively brand new character when they introduced that character. There's a couple of other really new characters.
But it was but Rocket
yeah.
Raccoon and Groot are perfect examples.
Yeah.
Way in obscuria that they just went and grabbed and just tweaked a little. And
Yeah.
DC's like, no, let's just CGI something we made up.
He's a scientist and he's got $1 billion. Or he's a magician who is a scientist and a lawyer.
Fuck it. All right. So, all right. Thank you, Al, for that Greek background.
It's all Greek to me.
That brings us to the production of the film. It was directed by David F. Sandberg, who directed the first one. It was written by Henry Gayden, who wrote the first one, but we've got a second writer on this one, Chris Morgan, who is most well known for writing the Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious, Fast
I like that
5,
one.
Fast and Furious 6, Furious 7, The Fate of the Furious, Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw, Fast X, and Bird Box Barcelona.
So when he had him make the Fast and Furious joke, he was just being self-referential?
I guess so, yeah.
Weird.
Also, did you guys know that there's a Bird Box sequel coming out?
Yeah. Bird Box Barcelona, I think.
Bird Box Barcelona.
I'm going to say it again. Sorry, Al. Bird Box is the worst subscription service ever. Every month a new bird in a box. Is it dead? Who knows? Open it up.
Sometimes you get a live one.
It's been 5 years since the first Bird Box. Like, I don't think anyone was clamoring.
Is Bird Box the movie with Sandra Bullock where she wears the blindfold?
Yeah.
It's like A Quiet Place, but it's your eyes.
Yeah, it's like a blind place. Oh,
I don't know anything about it, to be honest.
Bird Box Barcelona is like the worst sequel to Vicky Cristina Barcelona.
It's just Sandra Bullock, and she can't see, and she doesn't speak Spanish.
It feels like a spring break movie.
She's like, how the hell did I get to Barcelona?
I had this blindfold on.
I was just wandering aimlessly, and I accidentally got from wherever she was, like the Pacific Northwest, to Spain.
She obviously crossed
She's like,
the land bridge.
She's like, here the natives say Barcelona.
Yeah, it's like Castilian.
Back in our cast, Zachary Levi is back as Shazam.
Well, all the Marvels are back.
Yeah.
So if you want to jump to new faces, that's fine with us.
Although Grace Fulton, who plays Mary, the older sister, did not play the superhero version in the first one.
Yeah, she did, didn't she?
No, they had a different.
I'm pretty sure she played her in both.
No. She only played the kid in the first one.
Oh, weird.
Michelle Borth in the first movie played the superhero version. A woman who was like 3 years older than the kid version she was playing.
I just could not stop laughing that she just played herself in a superhero costume. Like, when these kids become adults, are they going to look like that? Is that what it's saying?
That's what they're saying, but these kids are all like 18 now. Like, they're clearly not going to look like that.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, there's no way that the skeletal and body structure of that round fat kid is going to just change that dramatically. Even if he loses weight, he's going to be short round.
Yes. But joining the cast, we've got.
Sorry, I'm remembering from the research on the first movie when we talked about Mary Marvel that in the comics she also didn't change.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go changing.
Women, they're a mystery.
Just her clothes.
They just keep changing their clothes and staying the same.
Yeah, good old women. Never switching it up.
I don't know. I thought it was funny. Like, it's very distracting because everybody else changes.
Yeah. So okay, Rachel Ziegler joined us. She's probably best known at this point for, I guess, West Side Story. That was her.
Which one is she in this?
She's the
Anne.
Right? Anne, yeah, the love interest, Anne.
Anthea.
Yeah. She's the upcoming Snow White for the upcoming live-action Snow White.
They need to scrap that shit. I'm just going to say it right now.
The live-action movies?
It looks fucking terrible already.
Stop making live-action.
The movies?
Stop making...
The live-action movies, yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. The Lion King? That's not a live-action version of The Lion King. It's a differently animated version of The Lion King. Those are not real lions.
Are you telling me those are real lions?
They didn't train all those animals. Like, I think a Hercules one would be fun. They should make that. But, like, first of all, I'm tired of Snow White's tail. But this one just looks so...
Yeah.
It's like someone said, write us a woke movie. That'll get some attention right now.
Oh, no, the dwarves? The dwarves? They're not dwarves.
They're all like average height people, which I think they were trying to avoid any offensiveness, but
I mean,
wrong way to go.
I'm sorry. The mythical creature dwarf isn't the same thing as a little person. Like, we can have both. Both can exist. And
it's true. It's true, but
I mean,
like some little people have been complaining, there's not a lot of roles they get to own. Like there's never going to be a dwarf James Bond, and I don't care how progressive we say we are.
But put an odd job in, please. That's interesting. Not please.
Yeah.
So are they like? Is it Snow White and the 7 unemployed men who just live in a house together?
No, they're not even all men. They're multicultural and multi-gendered.
That's cool.
Yeah, which is fine. That's all fine. But like, why did this random group of people end up living together in a house? It becomes my question then. If they're
capitalism,
not all, right? Yeah, they can't afford their own places. They're like roommates.
Yeah. They all just, instead of them living in a different place, they all live just in the same hovel.
I mean, it's 2023. That happens a lot. Yeah. Let's see. Also, Lucy Liu joins us as Calypso.
Have we not seen her before?
Have we done a Lucy Liu movie? That is a good question. I don't think we have.
Yeah, I don't know if she...
This might be our first first trip to the loo. Yeah. So I mean, it's Lucy Liu. Everyone knows who Lucy Liu is. She got her start on Ally McBeal. She let's see, she was in Jerry Maguire, Kill Bill. Yeah. She's Lucy Liu. She was one of the angels.
Yeah.
Morning, angels.
Sherlock on TV also.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. She was Watson.
Yeah. She's in all the Kung Fu Pandas. Probably best known for her voice role in Tinkerbell and the Legend of the Never Beast.
I saw that.
Really?
What the hell? It was.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I thought day one theaters. Just me alone.
Yeah, I camped out. There was no need. It wasn't sold out, but I camped out.
It added to the ambiance.
They're like, sir, you're just homeless is what's happening here.
Like, sir, we told you can't sleep here.
Like, I want to make sure I get tickets. Just get tickets.
Could you just set up in front of a movie theater every night?
Yeah. Are you living here? No.
We told you it doesn't come out for 3 months.
Exactly.
Brilliant.
Helen Mirren joins us as Hespera. Helen Mirren is Helen Mirren. I don't know. Her career goes back to like the 60s.
I heard her yesterday. She narrated the Barbie movie.
Yes, she did.
So funny too.
Yeah.
Oh, her on documentary now. Even though she has the smallest little part, I just love it. She buys into it so much.
She clearly enjoys doing everything that she does.
Yeah,
she does shit she doesn't like doing.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. She played Queen Elizabeth in The Queen.
Did she win like an Oscar or some crap for that? For a person that's still alive? Well, now she's dead. But
Yeah.
she was alive at the time.
Yeah. You know, she's Helen Mirren. She does a lot of. Oh, Teaching Mrs. Tingle. That was great.
She was in Fast X.
Wow. Oh. What the fuck?
Who was she in Teaching Mrs. Tingle? I wonder.
Teaching Mrs. Tingle? She was
No, that's Piper Laurie, right? It's where they kidnapped their teacher?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, she's not the teacher.
She was Mrs. Tingle.
What?
Helen Mirren played Mrs. Eve Tingle in Teaching Mrs. Tingle.
Far out.
Yeah.
Fast X was just the first one I came across, but it turns out she was in multiple Fast and Furious movies.
What the fuck? Who? What are these movies? Who is not in them? Like, they're insane.
It's like the MCU, but in their own world.
Yeah. So, all right. That's about it for new cast.
Real quick, we have done Helen Mirren before. She was the voice of Deep Thought in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh, that's right. That is on patreon.com/harmlessentertainment. A couple, we have a few cameos in here. Diedrich Bader was a teacher. I don't remember if he was in the first one or not, but he's great.
He's Batman.
Voice of Batman on Harley Quinn, right?
Yeah.
Well, and The Brave and the Bold, which was a separate series. It was fun.
But yeah, we've got Wonder Woman. We had a Wonder Woman cameo. What's her face? Gal Gadot, whatever. And of course, Amelia Harcourt and John Economos show up from our old Peacemaker friends. And of course, Mr. Wolf Blitzer prominently featured.
Well, because he's on TV 24/7.
Well, he has a superhero name.
He does.
On 30 Rock, Jack reveals his real name is Steel Hammerhands, but he goes by Wolf Blitzer.
So, I don't know. There's not much to say about this movie.
Then there's a cameo that no one really would have recognized necessarily. Michael Gray. He was the man on the street, the one that called the transformed Billy Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Michael Gray was portrayed Billy Batson in the 1970s television series.
That's neat.
I forgot there was a 1970s Shazam. I think I watched it when I was very, very little. It was
on HBO right now, or Max, whichever it is. But There's a 3-part documentary on the DCU, and it's pretty interesting. They go over all kinds of stuff from, television and movie properties all the way to when it was created. A lot of interesting people in it.
Yeah. And of course we got Mark Strong back as Dr. Thaddeus Sivana and David F. Sandberg as Mr. Mind in our post-credit scenes.
Man, what the hell
I had to
is
make
that?
sure I wasn't crazy. Piper Laurie was in The Faculty, not in TT.
Wow, that's a good double feature
Faculty's
there.
so good. Yeah, those are great movies.
Yeah.
Kevin Williamson's prime.
Yeah. So, all right. Let's see. We do have some reviews from Letterboxd. Tyler writes, just when I thought the DCEU couldn't get any worse, they had to go and ruin Skittles.
Didn't the FDA recently find out there's like little to no organic material in Skittles?
Organic material? What is it made? Is it plastic?
All, or maybe not edible, or no, obviously edible, not food. No, organic. It's mostly lab created.
I
They're
mean,
terrible.
I assumed it was like 95% sugar and then the rest was food coloring.
Yeah, it's sugar and corn syrup and some hardening.
I think it's all
thing.
fake shit now.
Weird.
Oh, Skittles. Persephone writes, how the hell is your younger self more mature and put together than your older superhero alter ego? Half a star.
And that's from a muse herself, Persephone.
Yeah. That bugged the fuck out of me so much more than in the first movie. The fact that Zachary Levi is playing an entirely different character than the kid version.
Well, and they don't make it clear, but I think that they're trying to make it that he is overwhelmed by the power still. Like he doesn't know how to use it still.
I don't know if they put that much thought into it. I think he was just doing a shtick.
Well, because like when he's like trying to save Helen Mirren, he's like, this power, maybe this power. Like I think maybe that's why.
I think you're giving it too much credit, Brian.
Well, or that he's who Billy really is, but Billy has had to create a hard shell of an exterior because he's been a foster kid. But that begs more to the point of like you said, he's way serious. Billy is way beyond his years and way serious. That kid does not seem to have any whimsy in him.
Well, and Zachary Levi seems to be playing a 12-year-old.
Yeah. Not a 17-year-old.
Yeah. So, anyways, Nipunu, I can't say that name, writes, Victor has the perfect dad bod. I got one too. 5 stars.
Which one's Victor?
He's the dad. Victor? He's the dad.
Okay. Go Victor.
Yeah. And Evlon 200 writes, only watch the movie for Mommy Mary Milkers. 5 stars.
You took the time to tell the world.
Yeah.
Imagine telling on yourself.
Oof.
Oh, I jerked off to this. 5 stars.
Yeah, that's it. I don't got much else here, guys. You want to jump into the movie?
Unleash the chaos.
Here we go. This is Shazam. Fury of the Gods. We open in a Greek museum. Hesper and Calypso steal the wizard's broken staff, which got there because it was found in the ocean.
It's another museum scene that has now become like a superhero trope, where either the hero or the villain stand in front of a case and sort of, monologue about it.
Yeah, it seems like the real villain of superhero movies is
the British Museum.
Yeah, it's the British Museum. Yeah.
So the staff wasn't found in the ocean. It was found in waste dump in Philadelphia.
Okay, yes.
Because
Because
Billy
just threw it down.
Yeah, dropped it on the ground.
Yeah, and it got thrown away. That seems like a little neglectful even for Billy.
Like, it played as a funny bit, but yeah, that takes a lot of fucking steps.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny that it just got thrown away, because if I take a walk, even if I see a rock that I think is neat looking, I'll pick it up.
Yeah. If I see a stick that looks that cool, I'm 100% taking it home.
I'm taking it home. I'm like, I can use this for something.
Put this on the wall or something.
Yeah, get some duct tape, make it a full staff again, do some Jedi moves in the yard.
Hell yeah.
Adult shit.
They turn a bunch of people into stone, Medusa style, I guess. I don't know.
You got deuced.
That was her element powers, which we find out later.
Oh, right. Her elemental.
We cut to Philadelphia. Shazam is talking to a doctor about his issues and how his family aren't coming together. It's actually his pediatrician.
Who doesn't put it together because he probably sees all of those kids because it's like their family doctor, I'm guessing.
Right. And Shazam even says the name Billy Batson to him.
Yeah.
Like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
And they did that joke in Forgetting Sarah Marshall in a funnier way. Like, he goes to get an STD test, and it's like, that's the only doctor he's had was his family.
But like having an adult level with him and being like, hey, Billy, you're going to be an adult and it's going to be okay. Also, you have superpowers. That's crazy. You should talk about like being responsible with them. But
also,
instead, it's just
you
like,
get to choose a prize from the bucket.
Yeah, I'm a kid doctor.
That makes it sound like a kid who's a doctor, like a dude. Yeah. Timmy, kid doctor.
Apparently, he has imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the doctor did give us something useful.
Yeah.
Yeah. But not really. He gave us something useful, but nothing useful for Billy.
Well, nothing changed.
Yeah.
No, it didn't at all. Back at his foster
Same conflict.
Yep. Back at his foster home, Billy arrives home. He sees a new newscast about a bridge just collapsing. I guess the bridge just slowly collapses.
I guess.
I was expecting there to be someone attacking the bridge, but no, it's just collapsing all on its own, slowly enough that they can see a newscast about it, then get there before it actually collapses.
This also should not have been the beginning of the movie, and I don't think it was supposed to be. I think this was supposed to be the action set piece at the end.
Oh, really? Because DC loves to start right off, like smash cut to a ridiculous action scene with no context, usually on a bridge. Flash, same deal.
Yeah.
Like all this, like you're cutting to a Batman movie, and he's like on a bridge.
The like team up nature of it, it seemed like a lot of these shots were like going to be used for something. I don't know. I remember watching this the first time being like, this is kind of cool. And then the second time being like, this feels like this wasn't supposed to be the beginning of this movie.
I could totally believe that they went, like when they were editing it, they constructed it as opposed to.
Like there was probably a bridge fight. And instead they were like, okay, we didn't have the fight on the bridge. Let's just use the, what we've prevised.
You're probably right. Like index cards on a board.
Yeah.
Bridge, mythical creatures, confused about imposters. Yeah.
This just
wizard.
Feels like we had to use it.
Skittles. Exactly.
I wonder how much of that $125 million came from Skittles.
Oh my God. And Gatorade.
Yeah.
We hear I need a hero. Is this the only needle drop that we get in this movie?
I feel like
I need a hero.
we got sabotage later.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah. They save the people on the bridge, but the bridge does collapse. They get blamed for it. Why would the news crews were already there filming the bridge collapsing when it started collapsing? Were news crews just hanging out at the bridge waiting for something to happen?
Channel 8 Bridge Watch.
Was it the caterpillar? I hate these movies, man. I hate these movies because the caterpillar. What the fuck is the caterpillar doing?
Oh, in the comics?
Yeah,
There was a caterpillar in the Shazam comic.
Mr. Mind.
Yeah. But like, is he the one who collapsed the bridge? I mean, I guess.
Maybe.
Sure.
I don't know.
I didn't even notice Mr. Mind was in this. There was
There's a Mr. Mind
post-credit sequence.
Another one.
The second post-credit sequence.
That.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't see that.
Yeah. They were clearly setting up for the
quick.
third one, which is at this point not happening.
So this was just a case of failing infrastructure.
Yeah, I mean, it is Philadelphia.
Which is believable. Well, all of the United States.
Yeah.
Like, we're good to go. We built it real good.
The greatest generation built it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, the Biden infrastructure bill hadn't been passed yet or something. I don't know. They go back to their secret wizard cave and they fight a little bit.
That's what I used to call our pad.
Darla stole a kitten.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The group is drifting apart as they grow up. Mary resents that she has to be a superhero and can't go to college. She tells Billy that he's aging out of the foster system and soon he will become a burden to his family.
She's not wrong, though.
Is she not going to college because of being a superhero, or is it just because like the family can't afford it?
I mean, in the first one, I vaguely remember she was talking about college, and I feel like she got a scholarship or something. I don't know. I can't remember.
I think she's taking night classes. She's studying calculus in this movie.
Oh, there's like if you're in foster care and you're serious about your education, there are a lot of avenues and things you can do if you're serious about it.
Yeah. So we cut to the realm of the gods, where the wizard's being held captive by Lucy Liu and Helen Mirren. They make him repair the staff, although he managed to secretly get a sliver from it.
So he's dead, right? We watched him die in the first movie.
I guess.
He turned into ash.
Then they explain that he was banished to this sort of in-between realm.
Yeah.
They did address it. They didn't just bring him back to life.
And his hair grows at normal speed. There.
His hair was a prell.
It's like a beard. Like 2 foot long dreadlocks.
Yeah.
Totally normal speed.
Yeah. Wait. Did you guys get the before either Barbie or Oppenheimer get the trailer for the Bob Marley biopic that's coming out?
No.
No.
I haven't seen the trailer for that yet. I knew it was coming.
It looks like a fake biopic trailer you'd get from like 30 Rock or something. It looks weirdly bad.
Or like the Dewey Cox.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow,
yeah. It's got real Dewey Cox vibes.
Who's playing Bob Marley?
I don't even remember. Guy looks nothing like Bob Marley, though, other than the fact they dreadlocked him. No, yeah. It's a CGI Philip Seymour Hoffman. No.
Wait, it's weird. Kingsley Ben-Adir. It's the guy from Secret Invasion and the Barbie movie.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Oh, Gravik.
Secret
Invasion sucked.
Oh my god, sucked hard. That was the worst. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was DC quality.
So anyways, back at school, Freddie meets a new girl named Anne. He gets a crush on her, deals with some bullies, they bond a little bit. Then the wizard uses the sliver from the staff to put himself inside Billy's dream, where he's dreaming about Wonder Woman. And the wizard warns him about the daughters. Back in school again, Freddie and Anne bond some more. Then Billy tells Freddie about the dream. There's a family meeting later. Freddie doesn't show up to that meeting, though. Instead, he continues to hang out with Anne. Meanwhile, the rest of the family use their magic cave stuff to research the daughters, including Steve the Pen.
Steve the Pen. Everything that Steve the Pen writes drove me crazy the way it looked.
Mm.
It just looked like it was printed on like a on the screen on top of whatever was happening. Like,
Yeah.
it was like the last thing that they did.
Yeah, the effects weren't great in this. And again, like I mentioned this briefly in the chat, but I got real kind of Harry Potter vibes from a lot of this stuff in the cave, and also the magical creatures at the end. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, the flying books, the candles and stuff.
Yeah, very Harry Pottery. So they yes, at the meeting, they researched the daughters. They learned that when Billy broke the staff at the end of the first movie, it removed the barrier between the daughters' prison and the human world. They find out there's a third sister, a third Olsen twin, and it's Anne.
Yeah, Shazam goes, Anne? Thea?
Mm-hmm.
I just met a girl named Anne with Freddy. Stupidest shit ever. Can we talk about the layout of the wizard lair? There's a room with doors, right? Infinite doors that lead to infinite destinations, or whatever shit they said to us.
Sure, yeah.
And then behind another one of these 7 deadly sins, there's a door to a library that's infinite. Why is that not in one of the doors? Why does that have its own door? Does each deadly sin have like a button on it, like that one? Because that had a button on it.
Why is it a secret door?
Yeah. Also, it's a button that you can see. Like, oh, I didn't know that was there. Like, dude, you've been looking at all the door. What do you mean? The button. There's a button. He touched the button on the belly button.
Yeah, the secret library. I don't know.
Yeah, some of them knew it was there. I don't know why they called it secret.
Yeah, it's so weird.
I didn't really dig any of the cave stuff.
It just didn't have like a cohesive thing that tied it together. It was just like there are multiple things that are magical instead of like there's a magical room and it has infinite doors and through one is a library.
I like the way it was all, scattered and teen dirty, like a dorm room, or like
sure.
the Ninja Turtles sewer lair kind of,
They painted all over the sins.
Yeah. The set design was incredible. That was one of my favorite parts, especially this scene. But yeah, just the way that it was laid out was dumb to my brain. I was like, why is this like this? Like, every door should be infinite with something different behind it.
That would have made sense, yeah.
Yeah, the library door is just at the beginning so that you can navigate these infinite doors to defeat your enemy or something.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but they, we got in the car knowing magic. There's magic in this magic plan.
Yeah. So, all right.
Known as Philadelphia.
Like they had all this stuff set up and they just ended it with a punch up,
right?
which is disappointing.
Also, it drives me a little crazy that in the DC universe, there's Metropolis, Central City, Gotham, and Philadelphia.
Hell yeah, though. I like that it's Philly. I think that it's cool.
But watching the Flash movie, like Central City and Gotham have to be butting against each other.
Just like Metropolis is across the bay.
Yeah.
The bay.
The whole world is just one big, like, C-shaped island.
It's like if Chicago, New York, and like what's Central City? Like Boston? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
St. Louis, maybe?
St. Louis, all were right next to each other.
And it's not just
and then there's
the Flash.
Philadelphia.
It's the other characters that are not Flash are able to get from Central City to Gotham by cab.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, the DCEU is a fucking mess, and it was from the very beginning. It was always a mess.
As soon as they decided to have not like they should have kept Gotham and Metropolis and just left it, and then everything else in the real United States.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made a weird choice and they've had to stick to it.
So, all right. So, Freddy shows off his superhero powers to Anne. Then Hesper and Calypso arrive with the staff and they steal Freddy's powers. Billy and the other kids arrive and try to save Freddy, but the daughters kidnap him and place a standard CGI blue energy dome around the city, trapping everyone inside.
Your standard
standard issue
asshole
CGI blue energy, yeah.
That are in their 20s are back in high school. They're Dodge truck.
Yeah.
Even in the first one, it was like, who are these Kids already seem too old to be in school.
Yeah. I forgot
They're still
about
there.
them, yeah. So they imprison Freddy with the wizard in the God's realm. The daughters reveal that they want revenge because the wizard killed their dad.
A wing gauge.
Also, they want to rule the world of humans or something. Then the Shazam family writes a magic letter and sends it to Hespera to negotiate for Freddy's release. The Shazamly, yeah.
They have the daughters have conflicting motivations. Calypso is the one most bent on revenge. The other two just want to restore the realm of magic.
Okay.
Not so much rule the world.
Yeah.
Or kill everybody.
It's Lucy.
Maybe the wizard.
I'm really glad that they gave the Asian character a dragon.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I saw that mentioned somewhere, and I hadn't put it together, but yeah. So they they throw Freddy and the wizard into a pit, but then Anne secretly helps them and sends them to a labyrinth with a door back to the human world. We find out.
I really like the freebie joke where he calls him freebie.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, hey, freebie. Where did you get freebie from?
And then he calls him Jeff.
Keeps calling him Jeff too.
Freddy and the wizard had the most
Eddie.
chemistry of any two characters in this movie.
Yeah, they did.
Seriously.
They had a buddy movie thing going on that was working.
Yeah, absolutely.
Freddy and the Dragon. It sounds like a 70s, like BJ and the Bear, Freebie and the Bean.
Yeah. So we find out they're after something called the Seed. Then Billy meets Hespera at a cheesesteak place.
The Seed
in Philly. They meeting is initially pretty cordial, but then she and Calypso begin fighting the Shazamly. Pedro loses his powers during the fight first. Hespera gets captured and taken to their secret cave, the Rock. This was apparently
Alcatraz.
Yeah, and her and Sean Connery have to escape.
Alan Beard and Sean Connery. I'm sure they work together.
Oh yeah, I'm sure at some point they were British in the '60s. There were only 17 people on that island. Let's see. This was apparently by plan. She easily breaks out and steals the seed, which is the golden apple, or the seed of the tree of life.
So she knows her way around inside this place?
Apparently. She's Helen Mirren. She's been to a lot of places.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Freddy and the Wizard are trying to escape.
Freddy and the Wiz.
Freddy and the Wiz.
Freddy and the Wiz.
Bow, bow, bow. They're attempting to escape the God's realm. Just as Hespera returns with the apple, the daughters argue. Hespera and Anthea want to use the apples only to revive the realm. As Al mentioned, Calypso wants to plant it on Earth to destroy it. Freddy steals the apple, but they see him. And Billy and the Shazamly show up, and Freddy gets his powers back.
Their little ideological disagreement is interesting, but not fleshed out enough. Like, I want to destroy the Earth. Like, no, sister, we just want to restore our planet. And the other girl is like, yeah, what she said. That's it. That's kind of what we get.
Yeah.
Instead of them having like a conversation about it.
Yeah. It's basically just like, we want different things. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah. They should have just let these women riff.
Yeah.
Instead of what they gave them to say.
It's like jazz. Just go crazy.
Yeah.
ladies.
Just like argue. She wants to destroy humanity. And because that's like, Jesus Christ. They just said the thing.
Yeah.
Annoying.
Yeah. So they, Billy and the kids emerge with the wizard in their home, the Vasquez house. They reveal their secret identities to their foster parents. I thought it was cute, the little bit with the gay kid. That was cute.
Yeah.
That was a fun bit.
Yeah, it was sweet.
Well, and you see him looking at the magazine while he's watching baseball earlier too.
I was like, yeah, we know, bud.
Yeah. I love that everybody just knows.
Yeah. Calypso appears with a dragon named Ladon. I can't remember how they said it.
Laid on.
Laid on. Laid on.
Laid on me, brother.
You got me on my knees. Laid on.
Laid on. Layla can make him fly. We talked about that.
But only the 70s version, not the acoustic one.
Not the acoustic one.
Yeah.
And it's only during the solo.
Yeah.
The interlude.
Though I think you can gently float to the ground with the piano ending.
And yet, never mind. I was going to make a joke. She doesn't have it.
It's going to get dark there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
carry on.
She wants the apple, but she destroys their house. There's a chase through the city as the family's trying to keep the apple away from her. Everyone except Billy ends up losing their powers. She gets the apple and plants it at Citizens Bank Park, which, and then all the monsters spawn: Cyclops, the Harpies, Manticores, the Minotaurs, and of course Ted Cruz. And they attack the city.
Unicorn. What's that Shel Silverstein song? And the unicorn.
Oh yeah. Billy then is despairing. He wants the wizard to take his powers away, but the wizard assures him he's a true hero, worthy of his powers. Billy
he showed the wizard that anyone can be worthy if you just give them a chance, pal. Yeah.
Which takes away the specialness of worthiness.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I like that idea that anybody can be worthy.
I like it too,
But then he doesn't, like, they didn't give anybody the powers. He has the staff. Like, he's like, I'm going to use the staff and be like a bomb.
Well, he was chosen. That's where it's like, if the whole mythos is based around who is worthy to carry the mantle, and then you switch around and say everyone's worthy, it's a little, even in the Marvel universe, they first implied Steve is probably worthy.
I think
all we saw that he is.
All these kids seem to be reasonably worthy. I mean, they check the first box of superheroing, which is being orphaned.
I agree. Yeah, especially in the DCU.
Yeah,
you have parents.
It's terrible, but like,
I think all these kids were worthy. But every worthy person you add to the equation, you diminish the power of the worthiness. I don't know.
Well,
every time they added a new Kryptonian.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah,
it diminished the powers of the Kryptonian.
That's true.
But he does carry the power of how many letters are in Shazam? Gods, 7 gods, 6 gods.
But they even bring that up, that he's not quite living up to all of these qualities, which again is what drew the wizard to Billy Batson. That even though he was a kid, he was wise. They're making the point that this kid is not.
Yeah, no. Billy Batson's wise, but Zachary Levi's Shazam is not.
Right.
Yeah, there's something wrong
dichotomy
with that,
there.
Yeah.
So Billy flies off to stop Calypso, while the other kids get some unicorns and fight the other monsters. Billy convinces Hespera, who's dying, to help him stop Calypso. Billy fights Calypso. He uses the dome to ricochet lightning at her.
He says to her, like, yeah, I have one more thing to ask. She, he tells her the staff thing. He doesn't tell her, or doesn't tell us, the audience, shrink the bubble. Like, oh, whoa, what a surprise. Like, it was frustrating that that's the thing they say that on screen.
Yeah.
But when he says, like, yeah, it's a magical battery, she goes, a bomb? like this lady's a god. She's not a human who took like an engineering class or like watched a movie about World War II or something.
Yeah.
What did she say? A bomb?
She goes, a bomb? You're making a bomb? Like, I don't know. It's
Well,
just
in the
weird.
parlance
Like,
of our times.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, maybe she's been watching TV for a while. She does.
That's true. She might be. They might have a studio somewhere
Yeah.
downtown. Kick back.
Shouldn't she be confused by the word battery?
Right? Yeah. Like,
Yeah, that's a good point.
They're confused
That's
by
the more
Gatorade.
confusing.
Yeah.
At least bomb is another word for explosion in
Yeah.
a way. But yeah, battery. What is this battery?
Yeah. So, anyway,
Valid point.
yeah, they fight. They shrink the bubble down. He does destroy the tree and Calypso's army, but then he dies.
this is some ghoulish shit. They kill Kid Billy Batson.
Yeah.
And they show him as Kid Billy Batson, and they make a fucking orphan cry over his body. I hated this. This is the worst. Like, this is not even like, oh, this is like a sad point in a movie. This is like kicking a bunch of dogs and putting it in a movie.
I mean, well, where you haven't. I mean, just remember the first movie, how he found his mom who abandoned him at an amusement at a parking lot
fair.
carnival. Yeah. Like,
A kicking dog.
no, these
We didn't
Shazam
even get a
movies are fucking
flashback.
dark.
Like, we just see him dead.
They
and
always
it's just
are.
this like dusty dead kid body. Like, what the fuck, man?
You can
Do they have
not-
to show us a dead kid's body?
Well, and
You can't be a major player in the DCU unless you are an orphan or your parents have been sent to jail or some very. You cannot be
You
well
die
adjusted
and
in the
return from the
DCU.
dead also.
You can't be Peter Parker. You cannot be enthusiastically like, and he was orphaned to a degree.
Yeah, yeah.
But he's not dark and fucked up about it.
Yeah. And also, he's like the same age as Kid Billy Batson is in this.
Right. Yeah, the kid has it together.
So, anyways, they take Billy and his grieving family to the God's realm for his burial, and then Wonder Woman shows up and brings him back to life.
They just stuff that kid's body into the dirt.
Yeah. Oh, and apparently that's something Wonder Woman can do, is bring kids back to life.
She
Use
draws
the staff.
magic back into the staff
Yeah.
because with her power of the gods.
Yeah, she does.
But it also revitalizes the
The battery.
it revitalizes the tree and the realm of magic. All the plants start growing around.
That's
It's
right.
the tree of life, and
Brings the whole place back to life.
That's right. We get all the CGI flowers.
but she's like a conduit. It's that she picks the staff up and gets that going again.
Yeah.
Yep.
Billy uses the staff to restore all of his siblings' powers. We are back at home. They're rebuilding their house while Anthea and Freddy apparently are having a relationship, and the wizard gets a makeover.
What is it with our sons and older women?
Yeah, she's 6,000 years old.
Yeah.
What was she doing in that high school, anyways? Was
that's-
she there
Finding them.
for Billy Batson?
That was one of my
Or for
questions. What, like,
Captain Fantastic?
yeah,
Or
like,
whatever his name is.
why did she show up in this high school? It was never made
Yeah.
clear.
Not really, no.
Because at the end she says, like, I'd like to spend some time with humans. Like, weren't you just doing that, you creep?
I mean,
You're in a high school.
'cause
you
if-
clearly got a human boyfriend now.
if she was like following a lead to the Shazam family in some way, like it was not made clear that that's what she was doing.
Yeah.
Those three sisters were so undercooked, man.
If they had heard about the superhero lunch meeting, because that was like on the news or something like that, but that's the only connection that I could think of to make her come to this particular high school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why is it Philadelphia also? Like, why is she in Philly? Is it because of that? Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't
no,
know.
it's all really weird. And also, why does? I mean, I guess this is a problem with all superhero movies with any sort of connectedness, including the MCU. Like, no one ever shows up to like fight a global threat unless it's unless their name's in the title of the film. Like,
That's yeah. That's true.
Anyways, they in a mid-credits sequence, Amelia Harcourt and John Economos are trying to recruit Billy into the Justice Society for Amanda Waller.
They were introduced in Black Adam.
Yep. This is the
Amanda Waller was involved.
Yeah. This is the scene in that The Rock refused to be in.
What an
It was supposed to be Black
weirdo.
Adam here, but he refused to be in it.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's not surprising.
I think it's surprising.
It's lame. It's lame because you're like, he's shifting the power structure of the DCU, but he can't fucking show up in his other DCU movie. Whatever.
Right.
Doesn't matter. This whole thing is done.
Yeah.
In a post-credit scene, Savannah sees Mr. Mind once again. He's mad that Mr. Mind hasn't told him his plan, and Mr. Mind says, "I am going to tell you my plan right after I take care of one thing."
Yeah, just gotta do something.
Yeah.
It's just funny. I'm 57 years old. Like, wow, man. All right.
All right, fine.
It was like, I'm 57 years old in jail. I don't have a lot of time. It's been 3 years.
I don't have a lot of time.
So yeah, that's it. That's it for Shazam.
The Fury of the Gods.
The Fury of the Gods. And
I like their treatment of the unicorns.
Yeah, that was cool. That they were intense.
They were the best creature design that the Shazam movies have had.
Yeah.
I liked the Manticore.
The Manticore looked good. Again, they all looked a
Minotaur.
lot like Harry Potter designs to me. I don't know.
Oh,
They were
well,
fine.
for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
No, there was one line at the end that's just ridiculous. Like, maybe one day humans and gods can live together. I don't know.
Maybe.
No. Gods, if they were the same.
Gods.
Okay.
Gods.
Gods.
The superhero idea of gods is still confusing to me in both Marvel and DC. Because they're not really gods. They're just very powerful beings. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And they call themselves gods, but then also, like, they're just powerful beings. Did the people just, like, so if primitive people thought they were gods, that's one thing, but they refer to themselves as gods.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, and the power of the gods. It's like the power cosmic. It's not quite.
Yeah.
It's very amorphous.
Absolutely. So, I don't know. Any other final thoughts or unanswered questions?
Boo this movie.
No,
I didn't hate it.
I didn't feel boo. I love the aesthetics of the Marvel family. I love those costumes, and colors and such. But I'm really scraping the bottom of my bowl to get to what was good about it. But I didn't hate it.
It looks cool. It looks really cool.
This movie,
I'll say that.
This movie felt like a solid C- to me. Like, I didn't hate it.
There was a moment during the CGI battle at the end where I thought, like, oh, even this looks kind of cool. Like, it looks good.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's all I got to say about it.
Yeah. It was just fine. That's personally where
It did
I came
nothing.
down.
It did nothing to take these characters to another level.
No.
It could have been that same movie if that movie was 4 hours long. You know what I mean? Like, this could have all been Shazam 1. Nobody got to another place.
They all ended up. They all ended up at the same place they were at the end of the first movie, minus the parents knowing.
Yep, that was the only change.
Yeah. They're not. Yeah, they have the same relationships with each other as they did at the beginning of the first movie. There was no advancement in any way.
No.
I guess the wizard at least got a makeover.
Well, you gotta. Yeah, but even him was like, "Oh, I've been locked up." Okay, you've been locked up, but like he got right back into it. Same. I don't know. And
Not
the
that
villains were totally made up.
Not that they said anything, but the city might appreciate the Shazam family more now.
Okay.
maybe.
But
Yeah.
they didn't broach that topic at all.
I was
It didn't start out that way.
Just conjecture.
Yeah.
There's still the Philadelphia fiascos.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. You guys ready to rank it?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just put it.
All right. So we have the first Shazam at number 63.
Mystery Men is below Thor: The Dark World.
Apparently, yeah. I don't know what we're about anymore.
Well, I know. Mystery Men is way better than this.
I mean, yeah, it is. Mystery Men is
Especially Paul Rubens, rest his soul. No, Mystery Men's hilarious.
Mystery Men is way better than Thor: The Dark World and the Wolverine.
And Superman
Returns.
Yeah.
That was a lame one.
Yeah, it's better than
We're
all
crazy. We have no credibility.
None
It doesn't
whatsoever.
matter.
Orgasmo.
It started with Swamp Thing.
Remember when Al wanted to put Orgasmo at number 1?
Yes, I do remember when Al wanted to put
And
Orgasmo.
I remember not fighting that.
No, I remember we were like, well, I mean, none of us came out hard against it. But anyways,
I still ride for Swamp Thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm looking at this. I think it should Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance was strangely entertaining.
Yeah, no, it's better than this movie was.
Yeah,
Chronicle was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Chronicle was bad.
Venom, Let There Be Carnage
It wasn't as bad. Green Hornet, meh. Incredible Hulk, boo.
Yeah.
The New Mutants. Let's put it around the New Mutants. That's more of this movie's speed. Just undercooked.
You know,
That
it's
movie
funny.
looked bad though.
You know, it's funny. I think I liked the New Mutants better than anyone else on this show.
No, I liked the New Mutants quite a bit.
I dug it a lot, honestly. Like, it had that whole, like, I don't know.
There are two bears inside you. One of them is trying to eat the other bear.
I just loved it was the teen movie thing it had going on. It reminded me a lot of like
That's
some of the
fair.
best aspects of like Buffy or something.
Or the Faculty, like we were talking about earlier.
Faculty. They had a Life is Strange vibe. Like it was, I dug it. Anyways, this movie though, Shazam, Fury of the Gods. The Mask is at 77.
The Rocketeer is better than this. What are we talking about?
I don't know. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is at 82. Superman. What are we doing?
Turtles? What are we doing? Just put it. Buffy is at 84. All right, keep going down. This does not deserve to be better than Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
This is better than Dawn of Justice.
Return to Swamp Thing. Remember how much we loved that?
Okay, it's not better than Blade Trinity. It's not better than
No,
Blade
it's
Trinity.
not.
I
It's not
hated
better than
Blade
any
Trinity. I
Blade
thought Blade
movie.
Trinity was fucking terrible. That had Dracula in it.
Okay,
But it's
let's
also
put it
got
near
Ryan
Black
Reynolds in it.
Adam.
Yeah.
Black Adam.
Boo this.
Above or
movie.
below. Like it deserves to be
I think
with
it was
that.
better than Black Adam.
Was it?
I think so.
I thought it was,
well,
yeah.
That's true. I don't know. It's hard. I can't remember. But let's put it there between Venom and Black Adam. Yeah?
Yeah.
Al, thoughts?
Okay.
Al,
I don't care.
You said at the
I
beginning
have
you liked this
no-
better than any of the rest of us. So obviously you would put it higher.
Yeah,
I imagine,
where would
right?
you want it?
Just wait.
Oh, wait, I was looking
No,
for the
not
first
that.
one again.
Oh, sorry.
There it is. Yeah, 63 was the first one.
Scroll down a little bit,
Okay.
please. There we go.
It's hard because our list is terrible.
Okay, yeah, I know. I don't want to put it up too high, but I like between Return of Swamp Thing and superhero movie.
I could actually live with that.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I thought superhero movie wasn't great.
I can vibe with that.
All right. We'll do it
I
then.
don't know. Yeah, I just have to pick a milestone, and I suppose superhero movie's the one.
Okay. We'll put it there at number 86. Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Goes at number 86 on our list out of, what are we at now? 164 superhero movies. That's kind of in the middle.
It is.
Below half, yeah.
Kind of a respectable area to be in, I had been.
Yeah. Wow.
A lot of these movies are really bad.
Yeah.
Like, hard to watch bad. This is just bad.
Like Quest for Peace, Dark Phoenix.
Dark
What is it?
Son of the Mask, The Crow Wicked Prayer. Okay.
Number 157.
When we get to our 200th, we can do the rearrange like we did after our 100th.
Yeah, it's going to be a while because we're almost in real time now. It's going to take like 5 years to get there, 5 or 6 years.
Oh, shit.
So, we may want to talk about that sooner if we feel like it. But that's it for Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Next time on Harmless Phosphorescence, we are going to be watching Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Ugh. Gut punch.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
So that is next week on Harmless Phosphorescence. Until then, thanks for hanging out with us. This has been one of your hosts, Colonel Cheesesteak.
This is Josh Cece, and death would be a luxury compared to doing this.
I'm Brian Lesh, and remember, the most powerful thing about you is you.
I'm Alaric Weber, and I am more of an emotional support dragon.
You're an emotional support, Al.
Yes.
But very native wood.
He's a real boy. We'll see you next time, everybody. Bye.
Shazam.